It's Brendel, and today I am going to be showing my April budget recap and sinking funds recap as well. So we are going to start with our April budget, and first we will list our combined income. That is for my husband and I. We are both full-time, and in April we brought in $8,113, which is an extra $3,293. Next, we have our fixed expenses. Our actual for mortgage was $1,164. The RAV4 was $420. Braces $189. Cleaning $135. Phone $132. Internet $80. Sewer and garbage $72. Life insurance $38. And Netflix is $9. So nothing changed for our fixed expenses, which is good. So our total is the same of $2,239. We are getting new internet in May, so that number will probably change for next month. For our sinking funds, we did increase this because we got a significant amount of extra. We did decide to increase this to $2,501. Our groceries came in under by $1 little, $5.99. And our restaurant, we did go over. We originally were under, and we had put the remainder that we were under into the entertainment category. At the end of the month, we decided to take ourselves out to dinner. So we went over in this, which is $5.90. Under for $1, and then over for $4. So our total for our variable expenses was $3,174, which is over by $593 compared to what we had budgeted for. And for our extra debt payment, we were able to put $2,100 towards that, which is very exciting. And in addition, we decided to save some money for May. I was summoned for jury duty, and so I was potentially going to have to take 4 days off, and so we saved about $600 just to cushion in case I was going to have to take that time off. So we have to add a save for May. And we do have savings that we could have used, but we figured since we brought in extra in April, we could just roll it over for the month. I will say my jury duty got canceled, so we ended up not having to use that, even though in the May budget, you'll see that we rolled it over. So we'll get to decide at the end of the month what we'll use it for, which will probably be on our debt. And the extra debt payment goes towards our RAV4. We have the RAV4 and braces left to pay off, and the braces doesn't have an interest rate, so we're working on the RAV4. It has a pretty low interest rate, but we still would like to get it done. So now we will move over to our sinking funds. I'll go through what we ended up actually putting in, because this is what we expected, but as you can see, we put in more than we expected because life happens. So for Amazon, that stayed the same, and so did our auto insurance. Auto maintenance stayed the same at $100. Our beauty category was $130. Car tabs was $20. Our clothes budget was each $50. Costco, we're still saving $10 a month for that. Our dogs is a $150 we're saving. Electric, we were able to keep at $90. Entertainment is where we added a lot of the extra. We ended up adding 218. For fitness, we still added 36. Furniture, we still added 35. Gas, we were able to keep at 200. Gifts, we decided to add a lot. We increased this to $398. We realized that we didn't have a lot left in our budget after buying gifts in April. So we obviously have Mother's Day, and I have my mom and stepmom, and then Matt has his mom. We also have his mom's birthdays in May, and then 2 of his brothers. My birthday's in May, so we just figured we really needed to increase that so that we could be able to give gifts to people, because I really like to do that. So for Christmas, we added 160. HOA was still at 15. Home improvement, we kept at 100. House goods, we did increase to 120. Hunting and outdoors stayed at 150. We still didn't add anything to medical this month. For office supplies, we kept that at 45. Technology was at 150. Vacation was at 75, and our water bill we're able to keep at 18. So that adds up to $2,501. Next, we're gonna go over how much we spent and then our ending balance for all of these categories. So our Amazon isn't due until September, so we didn't spend anything. So that now has $77.86. Our auto insurance, that is due next in July. So that now has a balance of $842.86. Our auto maintenance, we did spend $293.02 in that category. Matt had to replace his wheel bearing and upper ball joint in his front passenger side. So we now have only $1778 in that category. For beauty, we spent $123.73. So that now has $682 in that category. I got my eyebrows done. My favorite eyebrow pencil went on sale for half off during the Ulta's 21 Days of Beauty. So I did stock up for the year. I do it every year when I have the sale. And then I did get more nail polish. So next we have car tabs. That's not for a while. So that now has a balance of $90.63. Next for clothing, I spent $131.40. I bought some shirts and a pair of pants for work. I have $80.76 remaining. For clothing, Matt spent $71.96. He pretty much used the rest of his clothing budget, and he had extra money from BioLife. We did stop donating because we mostly did it to get the laptop. So he spent the rest of his clothing money and his BioLife money to buy a jacket. For Costco, that doesn't renew until December, so we don't have anything there. It now has a balance of $40. For dogs, we only spent $28.40. I don't know how that happened, but we only bought dog food. We must have went crazy in March or something because we have so much dog treats. So we're good there. And then Buddy hasn't been chewing his toys up as much, so he's been good. My dad actually just recently got him a Kong, so he's trying that out, which he seems to love. And we put peanut butter in there a couple times, so that's fun. So our dogs now have $255.01 in that category. For electric, our bill it's getting lower, so it's at $85.55 for the month, which gave us $462 remaining. In entertainment, this is where we had added a lot because my sister, her boyfriend, and then my 2 nephews came to visit, and we went to a mining tour, a couple parks in the area, and we had also went out to dinner to this nice restaurant, and we picked up the tab. So we spent $290.15, and then that left 86 cents in that budget. For fitness, we didn't spend anything, so we have a remaining of $241.90. For furniture, we also didn't spend anything. We're not really needing anything. Okay, I wouldn't say needing anything. There's definitely things we could buy, like a new couch, but we're waiting until Buddy's a little older. For gas, we spent $211.60, which gives us $268. For gifts, we did spend $135.13, which gives us $352.15 that we can then spend in April. Next, we have Christmas gifts. We didn't spend anything. That probably won't be used until October or so. So we now have $640. And then for HOA, that's not due until January. So we now have $45 in that category. Home improvement, we spent $40, and that was for our sprinkler backflow test that we have to do each year. So that now has $89.12 in that category. House goods, we spent $120.35, and we bought Scentsy, some garage shelves, and probably a couple other little things around the house. And that now has 47 cents left. For hunting and outdoors, Matt spent $71.03. Well, not just Matt. I actually bought my fishing license, so that was part of that. So we have an ending of $195.09. Medical, we didn't spend anything, so we still have $502.15 in that category. For office supplies and books, we didn't spend anything, so we have $84.31. I do need to get ink soon. I think I have a couple colors that are going low, so we'll be spending that in May. For technology, we did spend $211.99. We are getting that new internet, but the new internet is cheaper, but we did need to buy our own router, and we decided to spend a little bit more and get the Google Wi-Fi router, and it came in a 3-pack, which allows us to have our internet work in a greater distance. So now we'll be able to use it like in our front yard or in our backyard easier. And we have a really long backyard, so that's really nice. So we have $88.66 in that category. For vacation, we didn't spend anything. We now have $250.28. And then for our water bill, we are billed quarterly, which happened in April, so that was $48.30. And we have $13.52. And then that's all of it. So what we spent out of our sinking funds was $1,862.61, which means we have $4,027.55 in our sinking funds account. So we do keep our sinking funds in a separate account so that it doesn't get mingled in with our stuff. I will say we only transfer the money at the end of the month. So at the end of April is when I transfer the $2,501 minus the $1,862.61 of what we spent. So for the month of April, I'll keep everything in our checking account, and we use our credit card for a lot of the expenses. And at the end of the month, I will finalize our credit card account, our banking account, and then transfer the needed funds for our sinking funds to make sure that this is what we have saved in for these categories. So that's kind of how we do it. And thank you for following along. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye!